What is up, everyone? We are going to go for another test drive on FSD Beta 11.3.6. Little trip through Miami Lakes area. Um, done a few of these drives. I think this is the first time I've done this particular route on FSD Beta. So let's see if we can do it with zero interventions. I've been having a hard time doing zero intervention drives, even in these short little trips. Just because there's a lot of little edge cases that for whatever reason the system is still having a hard time adjusting to. This should be about a 4 mile round trip drive. On this route there's a roundabout. It's similar to the other routes I've taken, except it goes a little farther into Miami Lakes. If you're familiar with the area, it's a little bit more traffic. It's to a Chipotle nearby. I just want to take it that way to see if it takes me all the way door to door. So let's just see. Ultimately, I'm going to do a lot of these short drives because I really want to do a comparison to when 11.4.6 comes out, and then I can kind of look at them side by side and see if it's improved on the same route. That's really the only way to know if the system is getting better, is if you're doing the same drives over and over on different versions and seeing if it's fixed a lot of the issues that it has on that same drive. So on this particular route, like I said, just like in the last route, I usually make a left here, but this roundabout always has a hard time because it stutters around. See, like it's not supposed to come to a complete stop. Let's see if it does it. Oh no, it actually did it pretty well this time. It didn't really hesitate much, slowed down for a brief moment as that red car ahead of us pulled out, but otherwise pretty smooth. There's a ton of turns on this route. It's probably 3 or 4 turns, but I wanted to see how it does, not only again on that roundabout, but then I believe on this route it's got to make an unprotected left at the end, and then we'll come back around a different route and see how it handles it. See, it's putting a turn signal. For whatever reason, see, it turned it off. So that was, I guess, a bug. It turned on the turn signal to turn right, but really it's just going to go straight. This is a straight shot here. There's a traffic here. Some of you may recognize this area if you're from Miami. This is like the Country Club, Royal Oaks area of like Miami Lakes. A lot of higher end homes. But through traffic, it's not much during the day, but right now it seems like there's a vehicle up ahead, 2 cars ahead, that's going really slow, holding up the traffic. So far, so good. We haven't had any interventions, even acceleration. I know it's just been just a couple miles now, 2 miles, but usually I've had to give it even some sort of input, even if it's just acceleration. So up until now, it seems to be performing how I would drive, with the exception of the kind of aggressive stops at the stop signs. So I don't. Again, another turn signal that for whatever reason it turned on and off. Didn't need to put that turn signal. My turn isn't for another quarter mile. you kind of learn to live with some of the quirks of FSD as you drive it, like the random turn signals turning on and off, random slowdowns here and there. Kind of need to iron those things out as beta gets towards version 12, which Elon has said is the full release version. So let's see. Let's see if we get this unprotected left here before it turns yellow, red. No. It's yellow, and it's gonna go right through. Pretty good. Probably would have taken it a little faster, but it did what it had to do. We should be approaching our shopping center here. Yep. And let's see how it does pulling in. And hesitant. No, I gave it a little bit of acceleration. It was kind of stuttering there. So, one intervention, but not too bad. That's a cool Model Y. It's got like a camel wrap. It's pretty cool. Alright, so let's set a destination. And let's see how it navigates even out of the Justice parking lot. Out, back home. So one acceleration intervention I had to give it. Again, I probably could have let it handle it, but you had traffic coming from the back. And now we have let's go. Let's see. Yeah, it did it pretty well. It waited a little longer than I would have, but it shot the gap. It waited for the opening and it took it. That was pretty cool. This is another busy intersection. This is an unprotected left where it's got to cross 2 lanes of traffic, but traffic's pretty dead. Let's see how it does. Clear on the left, clear on the right, and pretty cool. Pretty good. Oh, I don't know what it's doing here. Swerved a little bit to the left, got in the wrong lane, and then back in its lane. So not bad. A little jerky, but it corrected itself. I'm actually surprised it's taking this route back. I should have forced it to go the opposite way. So we have a red light here, but we could turn on red, and it goes. It does. That's great. Awesome. Giving a little bit more speed, increasing it to about 33 miles per hour. Because this is a one-way lane, and you don't want to be holding people up at 30 miles an hour. Okay, at this upcoming light, I think I may reroute it just so it takes a different route back home than it did the way up here. Just to kind of change the scenery a bit, give it a little bit something different. Actually, it's the very next light after this. I'll make a right turn and force it to take the long way home. See, another random turn signal for no reason. Getting a little bit more speed, bump it up to 35. I mean, for most people's drives, it's going to do well. Like the majority of people's drives that aren't their work commute are these, quick commutes within the city to get, groceries or food, and it handles them pretty well. I mean, for the most part, I mean, you're going to have to intervene now and then. It's not a hands-free system by all means, but still, I mean, can't really complain too much. It's getting better with every release. So I'm going to force it right here. I'm going to disengage and force it right so that it takes a different route home. And then I'll re-engage it once it reroutes here. Yep. Let's see, why is it not letting me? Oh, it wants to go back around. Okay, I'll wait till I get past this next intersection because it actually wants to make a left here, and take me back the way I was coming. So let's just wait till it gets past this intersection. And then, yep, there it goes. I don't know, I don't know why it's not engaging. Auto steer temporarily unavailable. I've been getting that message every now and then. I wonder why that's happening. There it goes. I don't know, it came back and then it went away. Yeah, let's see. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, I've had that issue. Could be a bug lately. It's been giving me that error when I try to engage FSD. So it's gonna be tricky because it's gotta get to the left lane quick. There it goes. It makes the right and then gets to the quick left turning lane. So let's see how it. I've never done this intersection. Let's see how it does. Oh, you got a car coming pretty quickly. Switch lanes. He's hauling ass. Let's see. Come on. You got it. You got it. You got it. Yeah, there it goes. A little hesitant, kind of like a student driver, but ultimately it made the turn. Giving it a little bit more speed. Putting it up to 43. I hope you guys like the layout here. I'm trying to get the camera as centered as possible so that you can see all of the screen and a lot of the road, and for the most part the steering wheel. I guess you can see the jerkiness or how the wheel behaves when I'm not touching it. So please just leave any comments or suggestions if you'd like to see a different point of view. But I think this is, for the most part, the best angle. I'm doing it in 4K, 60 frames, so the quality from the playback I've seen looks great, and I think everything's pretty much in focus, the road and the screen itself. So if you have any suggestions, by all means, please let me know. So we have an upcoming intersection. It's just going to be a left-hand turn, most likely with a green light. So let's see how it handles it. Oh, it's drifting out of its lane. Yeah, it drifted out of its lane a little bit there. So this is going to be weird. Let's see how this handles, because I think this truck on the right wants to cut in and make a left turn here. So let's see what the car does if it lets him get in. No, it's kind of just edging forward. No, I mean, I personally would have let him cut in, but again, I'm trying to disengage as little as possible. So sometimes FSD won't be the most courteous. Should be an easy turn. Yeah, I gave it a little bit of acceleration. He started to slow down, and I didn't want to get rear-ended by this truck, who we already probably pissed off by not letting him cut in. So I did give it a little bit of acceleration just to kind of get her around that turn a little quicker. So I'm gonna have a right. So it's gonna try to get over to the right quickly, and it did. So we do have a turn coming up. And then this right turn is hit or miss. I know it's just a regular turn, but sometimes it likes to slow down way too much when it's making the turn. Let's see how it does. That was decent. Took it a little slower, again, than I would have, but at the wrong time, you could probably get rear-ended if you're not cautious. Let's see, yeah, pretty good, pretty good. I probably would have made it faster, again, and then I always have to disengage in here, because, as mentioned in the prior video, it likes to go 30 miles an hour in the community. So pretty solid drive. I think only disengaged well, input that once to get into that shopping center, and they're on that corner. So two kind of inputs that I had to give. But overall, pretty good for a 6 mile round trip. Two minor disengagements. Didn't have to shut off FSD, only to reroute myself. And yeah, pretty solid overall. Thanks again, guys, for another video. And I will catch you guys on the next one.